It's your boy, Nicholas Engelbrecht, and we are back. Back to Boys to Men episode 3, the podcast where we just don't grab boys for today, but men for tomorrow. Welcome, my people. Welcome, episode 3. Here we are. We are now in a new month. We're in February. February, the month of love. So I hope that this month, my brothers, that you will show yourself love. Very importantly, self-love is the most important love. Love yourself. Treat yourself with a chocolate and maybe a flowers even. And also very importantly, spoil your lady, your wife, your sister, your mom. Make this month all about love, showing love to your neighbor, and just extending that appreciation to all people in this month. You might have seen that my background is a lot different from the first two episodes. That is because I am entering a new chapter in my life. You know, I'm studying this year and then next year as well, God willing. And I'm in the middle of Africa. I'm closer to Zimbabwe than I am to Cape Town. So you can imagine I'm deep, deep between the lions and the rhinos and all the big five animals. So yeah, I'm in Mpumalanga this year. And what I've noticed so far, that the mosquitoes here, they don't make any noise. They move silently. Next minute, you are just scratching yourself and you just see red spots on yourself. In Cape Town, we know that our mosquitoes make a lot of noise. They give you a warning before they come and bite you. And here it's very hot. Temperatures are from 36 degrees, 37 every single day. But my first 2 weeks have been quite really nice. I'm still adapting to the pace, you know. But so far, really nice people, friendly, welcoming. Um, but nonetheless, we are here, episode 3. And if you can recall, the first two episodes, episode 1, we spoke about who you are, your identity, what do you stand for, what do you believe in. Episode 2, we progressed from that and we spoke about who you're surrounding yourself with, because it's very important that your circle it aligns with your new identity, the person that you want to be, and your friends and family must not hold you back from achieving what you want, but actually they should push you forward and supporting your better version identity of yourself. So those episodes tie in perfectly with episode 3, um, because today I will be discussing about your purpose in life and your direction in life. Where are you going in life? Are you just drifting and floating as life goes? Or are you actually choosing your life and making every day count to achieving your goal that you have for yourself? So, welcome, guys, episode 3. Relax, sit down, get a popcorn or chips, and enjoy. This is Voice to Men. So, my people, I want to start the episode off by asking a question. And I want to ask you, are you reacting to life or are you choosing life? Let me explain what I mean by the question. So, reacting to life means you wake up, you assess the weather. Okay, it's a bit gloomy today. Nah, I don't feel like going out today. I don't feel like gymming. I don't feel myself. I don't feel motivated or driven today. Oh, I feel a bit sick. Oh, my stomach is so. Yeah, I'm gonna have a rest day today. Or are you choosing life in the sense that, okay, today's Monday. Okay, I know what I have to do. Here's my plans for the day. I have to do this. I have to do this. I must tick this off. So ask yourself, are you choosing life or are you reacting to life? I'll answer that question in my personal life. And I'm sure you might relate to my answer as well. You know, sometimes it's difficult to always choose life, you know, to always, every single day, consistently knowing what you have to do and then doing it to the best of your ability. Because life is busy, life is challenging. We have our own um, challenges every single day. And sometimes I react by my day as well. I will just go with the flow and see how the day goes. Um, but I realize that I'm not making any wins by reacting in life. You know, I'm just drifting. And for most of my I would say my teenage years, from the age from maybe 17 to 20, I was drifting. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know where I was heading. And I felt almost left behind in life, because I was just floating. And let me share with you guys a story. I'm currently now 23 years old, turning 24, and I'm currently in my first year of my studies. Compare that to my friends who have some are graduating this year, some are in their final year, and some have already graduated. So naturally, I would feel behind in life because comparing myself, same age bracket as my friends, and looking at where they are in life, comparing that to where I'm at in my life currently. But then I told myself, Nicholas, why are you doing that? Why are you comparing yourself to other people when you are running your own race? So I sat down and I was like, no, man, I'm proud of myself for where I'm at this point in time. Why? Because I have a plan and a purpose to where I need to get. I know what I want to achieve. So now it's up to me to choose and not to react, but to choose every single day how I'm going to live my day or my life in order for me to achieve what I set out for myself. So look at your life, young man. Assess it quickly and ask yourself, this path that I'm heading in my life, you know, is it going towards where I want to be, where I see myself in the next 5 or 6 years? Or is this path taking me further away, the long, long route? So let's break that down quickly into smaller blocks. Starting with a very harsh reality that someone told me back in high school, but I never really understood it up until the last 3 years of my life. And that reality is a simple fact. Nobody is going to save you. Young man, let me tell you, let me say it again. Nobody is going to save us as men. It's up to us to get the life that we want for ourselves and in the next few years for our families as well. Nobody's going to say, here's a job for you that pays well. Here's the car that you want. Here's the house that you want for yourself. If you don't physically get up and choose to live your day purposefully and not drifting in life. The dangers of drifting in life, it might feel nice to just go with the flow and to react as life comes every single day. But there's a huge but to that statement. Because as you're drifting in life, you are aging. And when you wake up, when you're 27 years old, 30 years old, and you wake up from your sleep and you're like, where am I? What have I done with my life? I don't have anything going for myself. Then I don't want to say it will be too late, but it will be very uphill for you to get to where you need to be. So it starts now. It starts while we still have that ambition and that goal for ourselves. For me now, studying for this first year, I haven't been in class in a classroom for since maybe high school. So for me now, it is a bit of a readjustment. But as I mentioned, I know where I'm heading, and I know what I need to do to get to where I want to be one day. 2 words. First word, motivation. Second word, discipline. 2 words with a lot of meanings, but there's a big contrast in the two of them. Let's start off with motivation. We all have our glimpses of motivation. We see it every single New Year's Eve. Okay, I'm going to do this New Year. I'm motivated. I'm going to hit the gym. I'm going to read my books. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to achieve my goals and all these things. But the next month of the new year, we don't see that same drive and determination for our goals anymore. I'm part of that, guys. I'm guilty. But discipline, on the other hand, it is a whole different ball game. That separates the men of stature from the average men. And really, guys, I want all of us, myself included, to really be disciplined young men. Because if you are disciplined, no matter how you feel in life, maybe you wake up tired or you don't feel like doing these things, but because you instill that inside your mind that no, man, I identify as a disciplined man that achieves his goals, that goes out and chase his goals. Once you have that new identity, you will really progress and you will see how you are achieving your goals in life. And it will make me so proud to see my followers or my viewers or my community achieving the goals that they set out for themselves. I will be so happy, guys. Right now, let me share with you some of the goals that I would like to achieve. Maybe just like short term. Firstly, it's my physical, my body and my strength. So I'm trying to be in the gym every second day or every day if I can to work on my size and pick up some weight and muscle. That's now one goal that I would like to achieve in this year. And there's days where, man, I don't feel like doing it, or I have so many assignments or work that I have to do. But the beauty of this podcast is, for me, I can't tell you guys to do something and I'm not upholding myself to that same standard. I can't tell you guys, be disciplined and rooted and chase your new identity if me, myself, I'm laying in my bed and complaining, no, man, I don't feel like gymming today. I have so much things that I have to submit tomorrow. So for me now, I am practicing what I am preaching to you guys. And I read this quote. We all say that we want to win this year, that this will be our year. But in order for you to win the year, you have to win the month. You take January and you attack the month. You try to achieve your goals. But break the month down into small achievable goals. So now you say, I'm gonna win the week. So you start from Monday. You grind up until Sunday. Every day you wake up intentionally. Okay, this week I have to achieve this goal, at least this goal for this week. In order for you to win the week, you have to win the day. Starting with Monday. Attack Monday. You wake up determined. Today's Monday. I'm going to achieve my goal. I'm going to go to the gym. I'm going to work out. Or another example is, okay, I'm going to have to submit my assignment today. Okay, I'm going to wake up early morning. I'm going to go to school, go to class. Determined. I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to be involved in group discussions. I want to read a book more. So I'm going to go to the library. I'm going to open a library card to learn a new skill, for example, man. So you attack the day. But the day starts with the morning. Very, very important. But actually, I have a contrary view to that. Before the morning, it's the evening. So the night before determines the morning, the next morning. So if I'm having a late night, going to bed 2 o'clock, watching Netflix or playing online games or whatever, it's going to affect my morning because I'm going to be either very tired or I'm going to oversleep, you know. So the previous night, I'm already saying to myself, no, Nicholas, okay, tomorrow morning is gym session, okay. You're going to have an early night. Write down the goals for yourselves. Write down what you want to achieve. And in the morning you wake up, you read what you want to achieve for the day. That programs your mind of being disciplined. Okay, I have to achieve this thing. I'm going to achieve this thing. Bam, you go, you attack the day, you win the day. You win the week, you win the month, you win the year. And you know what? We are so privileged enough to have tools like AI, for example. And I want to give you guys a challenge and a task for this week. You know, as I mentioned, I want you guys to be goal getters, you know, achievers, disciplined young men. So take one goal that you want to achieve this year, and go into ChatGPT, guys. Hear me out, hear me out. Ask ChatGPT, show me ways on how I can achieve this goal. Break down the steps for me. How can I achieve this goal that I have for myself? And you will be amazed at how it breaks down what you have to do, when you have to do it, how you're going to have to do it. And that will already give you guys a platform or a map on how to go and where to go. Meaning you won't be floating and drifting in life. You will attack the day every day with purpose and determination. As I mentioned, I might be behind according to society because I'm 23 years old, only studying for my first year now. However, I know where I'm heading. I know what I want to achieve. So I'm never behind. There's always, you're never too late. Whether you are 30 years old watching this, there's still hope for you. You are never too late to start anything because the power lies with those that go out and go for what they want to achieve, man. Whether you are young, man, you have so much time. You have so much time, and don't see it like, yeah, I have so much time. I can enjoy life. Yes, you can. I'm not saying you have to be a robot and you have to go wake up every day. "Ah, I must do this. I must do this." No, I'm saying have a goal for your life, have a purpose for your life, and go according to that purpose. Don't waste your years. Don't waste your youth with that notion that, yeah, I have time, I can still enjoy life, I can still go around, be with different women and do this and go out and party. I told you that when you wake up one day, being 27 years old, you're gonna wish you are 19 years old and what you would have done differently. So please, young men, let us actually be intentional with our lives every single day. Allow me to just paint this scenario to you guys quickly. So you as a guy, you have a son. The son is 9 years old, and he admires his dad, which is you. He admires his dad, and he sees his dad as this man that he inspires to be. So whatever daddy does, the son does the exact same thing. So if daddy wakes up at 7 o'clock in the morning and makes himself a cup of coffee, the son will also wake up at 7 o'clock and have a coffee. If daddy goes to work, son will go to school. The clothes daddy wears, son also wants to wear the exact same clothes because that's my role model. I see my dad as someone that I look up to and that I want to be like. So remember what I said? It's almost like monkey see, monkey do. Whatever you are doing as the son's father, your son is copying your exact action. So now, look at your life at the moment and ask yourself, would I be happy with my son if he done the exact same things? Or would I be embarrassed? Let me explain a bit further. In a personal example. So this morning I woke up at 7 o'clock. So my son woke up at 7 o'clock. I went to breakfast at 8 o'clock, but in between I had my quiet time. I had a shower and then I had breakfast. And then I watched a bit of the Sevens. So my son done the exact same actions. If I assess my life, would I be proud of how my son is living his life? Because he's doing everything that I'm doing. And based on a very honest review, I would say I would feel that there's a lot of room for improvement that can be done because I'm not getting up every day driven with purpose, even though I know I must. Which means my son will also go through life, not every day, going through life with a purpose. So, young man, assess your life and your actions ask yourself, if my son done this, would he actually be heading forward in life or would he actually just be drifting and wasting his life as the years go by? And just think on your actions every day, man. Because we have to choose living life and not reacting to life. By that I mean we have to go out there and really go out and achieve our goals, man. And not just we wake up not having any direction, not having any purpose in life. I saw this video from this young lady. She said, they asked this lady, so if you ever, what are your icks in life? So a ick is basically something that you despise, you can't take this thing. And this lady answered, my biggest ick in a guy is a guy that has no purpose in life. Sure. And that really hit me because not only do our actions affect ourselves, but it also affects our immediate households. One day we're gonna one day we're gonna have our own family. Maybe you already have a family. And if you don't have a purpose in life, or if you as a man are just floating through life, what's gonna happen to your family or to your wife, your kids? So don't be purpose. Don't have. You should have purpose. That's what I'm trying to say. That question, at every interview or maybe even at school, they will ask yourself. They will ask you. So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? If I think back of my answer, when I was asked maybe in 2018, 2019, I can confidently say it's not where I am to this day, you know. I didn't think that I would be sitting here recording this video on my podcast. I never even thought that I'd have a podcast 5 years ago. So yeah, life changes. Sometimes your outlook in life changes and your goals might change as you move in life. But I want to ask you again today, young man, where do you see your life in 5 years' time? Do you see yourself further away from your goals, or do you see yourself closer, or maybe you even achieved your goals in the next 5 years? Maybe you're 19 years old. In the next 5 years, you will be 24 years old. Maybe you are 22 years old. In the next 5 years, you will be 27. Quick math, quick math. Maybe you're even 30 years old watching this. You are married, you have a child. In the next 5 years, you'll be 35 years old. Where do you see your life? Do you see yourself drifting? Do you see yourself motivated? What goals do you see yourself achieving? So ask yourself this question: where am I heading in life right now? So if I take that same question and I ask myself, Nicholas, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? I'm 24 this year in August. So meaning in the next 5 years, I'll be 29 years old, guys. Damn, that is some serious age. 29 years old, Nicholas, what do you see for yourself in the next 5 years? Firstly, I want to be rooted in Christ, so disciplined in my walk with Him, being Christ-like. Secondly, I see myself married. I would love to be married in the next 5 years and having my own house, being a homeowner with my wife. In the next 5 years, God willing, I would have a son, a baby boy, little Nicholas. We're gonna play rugby together. We're gonna be disciplined. That boy's gonna be disciplined. The next 5 years, I see this podcast reaching many young men, not just in South Africa, Cape Town, globally. I see myself going out to schools, speaking to young men, and not only young men, but to young people. I think that's my purpose in this life, and changing lives, you know, for the positive. So just to name a few of my personal goals, since you guys are my community and my family, my brotherhood, keep me accountable to what I just said. Also, let me add to that, I see myself in the next 5 years, biceps standing like this, skouers wat so gaan staan, chest. I see myself really working on my physical discipline and keep me accountable, even likewise for yourself. That's why I said in the previous episode, who you surround yourself with is so important, because they will tell you, young man, you are now going away from what you said you wanted to achieve in the next 5 years. And the scary part of this all is, guys, 5 years, it might seem far, but within a blink of an eye, that 5 years will be here. Just think back, COVID still feels like it was maybe 2 years ago, but it was 6 years ago that COVID happened. So you guys will be men of purpose, goal-driven men, going out there in the world, looking the world in its eyes and saying, here I am. Do you know the confidence that you will have every day, when no matter what room you walk into, you will have that confidence in yourself. Firstly, because you now have a reformed identity. You know who you are now. So they can't tell you who you are. You know who you are. You know who you surround yourself with and these people of positive influence. And then thirdly, you walk in a room with your chest out, your shoulders back, your head up, because you know where you're heading in life. No matter if you maybe are behind in terms of society's norms, but you'll have confidence in yourself because you know, no matter where I'm at in my life at this point, I know where I'm heading at. I know what I want to achieve and how I'm going to achieve it. And every day, I'm waking up with a purpose. Every morning, I'm purposefully driven to go out and achieve my goals and to achieve these small wins. And I want you guys to really celebrate every small achievement. I don't think we do that enough as men because we are always wanting to achieve the next goal. Like, for example, right now, I'm living an answered prayer. I'm studying on a bursary in a different province. And back then, I didn't think it was possible, you know. So I have to, even though maybe I could have done this when I was 19 or 18, I can now I should celebrate this small achievement. In your own life, you achieve this small goal. It might be small in terms of the bigger picture, but my guy, tell yourself, I'm proud of me. I'm proud of where I'm at. I know it's only a stepping stone to where I'm heading with in my life. And really have the confidence in yourself, man. There's nothing more dangerous or, for me, in my sense, more appealing than a young man filled with confidence and belief in himself. So that's why I want you as a young man to really be confident in your ability to go out there in the world and achieve the goals that you have for yourself. In order not to show to the people, yeah, I achieved this, I done this, I accomplished this, but just so that you can, in the mirror, you can tell yourself, no man, nah, I done this. It was difficult. It wasn't easy. It was so challenging, but I did it. I did it. So May this year, we still have 11 months of this year, guys. And I really want you guys to be so intentional with it. Every day, be intentional with your goals. And you will see the results of it. And it will come with those small steps, those small wins. It accumulates. It accumulates. And then once you withdraw that money, cash money flow, baby. Because you put in the hours, you put in the time, and you now will reap those rewards of your investment, your daily investments in your own lives. It's not for people, as I mentioned, but it's for you and for your family one day. Think about it. The next 5 years, you may be married, you may have a child. So how do you want your wife to view you every morning? Or your son to look at his dad? Would he be proud and be like, nah, that's my dad, that man. That guy's my dad. He goes out, he says, no man, I'm going to achieve that. I want $1 million in my account. And he goes out every day and he jogs. Do you know why I admire a cheetah? Because a cheetah is an animal that it hunts his prey down. The prey will be there, that goal will be there, and that thing will just slowly, eye on the goal, eye on the prize. And once it's in reaching distance, it will just settle himself down and he will watch his prey for one last time. Take a deep breath, bang! And he goes out and he will chase that goal and he will have that goal. He will grab that animal, the kudu, springbok, whatever, and his family, his community will enjoy that meal with him. So your circle that you surround yourself with, you are doing it for them as well. You're doing it for your family. You're doing it for your future self as well. my brothers, I don't want us to look at life and be like, yo, if only I done this. I wish I done this differently. I wish I didn't do that. I wish I didn't go out that night with my friends to this club and to this party. I wish I didn't sleep with this girl. I don't want us to have those questions and those statements, man. Because it might be too late to change those stuff. You know, so instead of telling yourself, I wish I'd done this differently, tell yourself, no, you know what? That happened, but now I'm going to change the outcome of that situation. I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna be intentional, and I'm going to change my path in life and and take a path that will take me to where I need to be, and not this path that is leading me in the wrong direction. Thank you for all the love that I have been receiving. Thank you for always encouraging me, by sending me messages of encouragement and your personal testimony. I really do enjoy reading it and engaging with you guys. Feel free to send me a DM on Boys to Men podcast on TikTok or Instagram and Facebook. And I will be there to listen to your stories, to give you guys advice on things you might be dealing with on a daily basis. But thank you for continuing to show the love to the podcast. Please share the videos to your friends, to your colleagues, to your family members as well. And comment down below, like the video, and subscribe to the Boys to Men podcast, because this is a place where we have honest conversations, real topics, and a place where we just don't grow up boys for today, but men for tomorrow. We are Boys to Men. See you next week. Cheers.